Additional questions. Industries. Tick the correct answer. Silicon Valley is located in California. Which one of the following industries is known as sunrise industry? Information technology is known as sunrise industry. Which one of the following is a natural fiber? Jute is a natural fiber. Distinguish between agro-based and mineral-based industry. Agro-based industry is the industry using plant and animal-based products as their raw material. Examples of raw materials used are animal skin and crops. Examples of industries are leather industry and food processing industry. Mineral-based industry use mineral ores as their raw material. Examples of raw materials used are iron ore and limestone. Examples of industries are iron and steel industry. Public sector industry and joint sector industry. Public sector industry are owned and run by government. Examples are Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Joint sector industry is owned and operated by state as well as individuals. Examples Maruti Udyog Limited. Give two examples of the following. Raw material, iron ores, plants. Tertiary activities, trade and banking. Cottage industries, basket weaving, pottery. End products, food processing. End products, clothes that we wear, a car is end product. Agro-based industries, food processing, leather industry. Cooperatives, Amul and Sudha Dairy. What class of economic activities does manufacturing come under? Manufacturing comes under secondary economic activity. Which industry is the base of all other industries? Iron and steel industry is the base of all other industries. What class of industries does Maruti Udyog come under? Maruti Udyog comes under joint sector industry. Which of these factors affect the location of industries? The location of industries is affected by availability of power, availability of raw material, availability of transportation, all of the above. What process does the iron ore undergo in a blast furnace? In a blast furnace, iron ore undergoes a process called as smelting. What is the output of iron and steel industry? The output of iron and steel industry is steel. Which of these states has some major steel producing centers? Punjab, Jharkhand, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra. Answer is Jharkhand has major steel producing centers. What is the name of the place where TISCO began? The name of the place where TISCO began is Sakchi. From where does the iron ore come to Pittsburgh? The iron ore comes to Pittsburgh from Minnesota. Fill in the blanks. The river that provides sufficient water to Osaka's textile industry is Yodo River. Basket weaving, handicraft and pottery are examples of small scale industries. Factors affecting location of industries are power, raw material, labor, capital, market, transport, communication. The 4 states where most steel producing centers are located are West Bengal, Jharkhand, Odisha, Chhattisgarh. The first cotton textile mill was established in Ahmedabad in 1859. True and false. The leather industry is a forest based industry. True. Milk dairies like Sudha Dairy are joint sector industries. False. Milk dairies like Sudha Dairy are cooperative sector industries. Raw materials are inputs into an industry's manufacturing process. True. While smelting, heating is done beyond melting point. 2. The nearest station to Sakchi steel plant was Bhilai. False. Match the following. Silicon Valley is located in California. Silicon Plateau is in Bengaluru. First successful textile mill is in Mumbai. Initiation of TISCO is at Sakchi. Manchester of Japan is Osaka. Very short answer type questions. Name 3 common methods of classifying industries. Industries are classified according to raw material used, size, and ownership. Expand the abbreviation AMUL. Where are its headquarters? Anand Milk Union Limited. Its headquarters are in Anand, Gujarat. Name 4 common processes involved in a textile industry. Ginning, spinning, weaving, dyeing are processes involved in a textile industry. Name an industrial region in northern India. The Gurugram Delhi Meerut region is an industrial region in northern India. Name some elements alloyed with steel. Aluminium, nickel, copper are elements that are alloyed with steel. What products do industrial plants in Jamshedpur produce? Industrial plants produce chemicals, locomotive parts, agricultural equipment, machinery, tin plate. What is the link between the mines and the industry in Pittsburgh? The Great Lakes of North America lie between the mines and industrial plant in Pittsburgh. Name 2 natural fibers and 2 human-made fibers. 2 natural fibers are wool and silk. 2 human-made fibers are nylon and polyester. Give a reason for the fact that cotton textile industry in India could not compete with that in the West initially. The production of hand-woven cotton textile in India was expensive and time-consuming, so it could not compete with the Western standards. What industries have started replacing the textile industry in Osaka? Iron and steel, machinery, shipbuilding, automobiles, electrical equipment, and cement industry have begun to replace the textile industry in Osaka. Why is Bengaluru called Silicon Plateau? Bengaluru is called Silicon Plateau because of the IT industry there, and the word plateau refers to Deccan Plateau where it is located. Describe briefly the classification of industries on the basis of raw material used. On the basis of raw material used, industries are classified into agro-based, mineral-based, marine-based, and forest-based. The raw material of agro-based industries consist of plant and animal-based products. Some examples are food processing, cotton textile industry and leather industry. The raw material used for mineral-based industries consist of mineral ores. An example is iron and steel industry. Marine-based industries use products obtained from sea and oceans as raw materials. Seafood industry is one such industry. A forest-based industry uses forest produce as raw material. Examples are paper industry and furniture industry. Describe briefly the classification of industries on the basis of ownership. On the basis of ownership, industries are classified into private sector, state-owned or public sector, joint sector, and cooperative sector. Individuals are a group of individuals own a company or industry which is private industry. Public sector industries are owned by government. Joint sector industries are owned and operated by state and individuals. Maruti Udyog Limited is an example of such an industry. Cooperative sector industries are owned and operated by producers or suppliers of raw materials, workers, or both. Amul is one such industry. Describe the inputs and processes and outputs in an industrial system with an example. An industrial system consists of inputs, processes, and outputs. Raw materials, labor cost, transport power, and infrastructure are inputs. In a cotton textile industry, for example, inputs are cotton, human labor, transport cost. Processes are activities done to convert raw material into finished product. In a cotton textile industry, ginning, spinning, weaving, dyeing are processes. The finished product and all profiles earned are the outputs. In all the profits earned are the outputs. In a cotton textile industry, the outputs are clothes we wear. Give examples of industrial regions in India and the world. The major industrial areas of the world are Eastern North America, Western and Central Europe, Eastern Europe, and Eastern Asia. In India, major industrial regions are Mumbai-Pune cluster, Bengaluru Tamil Nadu region, Hooghly region, Ahmedabad Baroda region, Chota Nagpur industrial belt, Vishakhapatnam Guntur belt, Gurugram Delhi Meerut region, and the Kollam Thiruvananthapuram industrial cluster. Write the properties and significance of steel. Steel has these properties. It is tough. It can easily be shaped, cut, or made into wire. Adding certain other elements makes it harder, tougher, and rust retention capability. Steel is the backbone of modern industry. We use a lot of steel objects in daily life. Ships, trains, and most other vehicles. The needles and safety pins, machinery and equipment, buildings, etc. utilize steel as a main or sole constituent. What factors supported Sakchi being chosen to set up the steel plant by TISCO? Sakchi was chosen for various reasons. It was close to the Kalimati railway station. It was also close to iron ore, coal, and manganese deposits. Kolkata, a source of large market, was not far away. Jharia, coalfields, and limestone, dolomite, limestone, and manganese from Odisha and Chhattisgarh were easily accessible. The nearby rivers Kharkai and Subarnarekha provided the sufficient water supply. Long answer questions. Describe the cotton textile industry with special reference to history and spread in India. Cotton is a natural fiber crop. The cotton textile industry is the industry which involves in making clothes out of the fiber. It is one of the oldest industries of the world. India has a glorious history of producing excellent quality cotton textiles. The muslins of Dhaka, chinges of Masulipattnam, calicos of Calicut, and gold wrought cotton of Burhanpur, Vadodara, and Surat had world famous quality and design. The traditional Indian cotton textile industry, however, could not compete with the Western textile mills due to the high cost of the hand woven textile. The process involved, moreover, was time consuming. The first successful merchandise The first successful mechanized textile mill in India was established in Mumbai in 1854. The factors that led to the success were the warm and moist climate, the presence of a nearby port for importing machinery, the availability of raw material, and skilled labor. Humidity was the main reason why the industry was initially limited to Maharashtra and Gujarat. Today, the industry has spread to various other parts of the country due to the artificial production of humidity. The important cotton textile centers are in Coimbatore, Kanpur, Chennai, Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Kolkata, Ludhiana, Puducherry, and Panipat. Write short notes on iron and steel industry in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is an important steel city of USA. Most raw materials such as coal are available locally. Iron ore is brought from iron mines in Minnesota. The shipping of ore is also a convenient pathway. The Great Lakes of North America. From the lakes to the industrial area, trains are there to carry the ore. Rivers like the Ohio, the Monongahela, and the Allegheny provide adequate water supply. Finished steel is transported to market by both land and water routes. Write short note on cotton textile industry in Osaka. Osaka is an important textile center in Japan. It is called the Manchester of Japan. Like every important center, geographical factors played an important role in the establishment of industry here. The plains around Osaka meant land was easily available for growth of cotton mills. Warm and humid climate is well suited to the spinning and weaving of cotton. The river Yodo provides adequate water supply. Easily available labor and location of port are also significant factors. The industry, however, depends completely on imports. The finished product is exported and is not very expensive. Bangalore has some important public sector and research institutions. Find out the full forms of the organizations listed below. BEL, BHEL, HAL, NAL, DRDO, ISRO, ITI, IISC, NCB, and UAS. The full forms are as below. BEL stands for Bharat Electricals Limited. BHEL stands for Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. HAL stands for Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. NAL stands for National Aeronautics Limited. DRDO stands for Defense Research and Development Organization. ISRO stands for Indian Space Research Organization. ITI stands for Industrial Training Institute. IISC stands for Indian Institute of Science. NCBS stands for National Center for Biological Sciences. UAS stands for University of Agricultural Science Society. Important words. Manufacturing, it refers to changing raw materials to usable form which can be more valuable to people. Product, a product is something obtained from raw materials by certain processes so that it is something usable and of importance. Agro-based industries, these are industries that use plant and animal-based products as raw material. Mineral-based industries, these are industries that use mineral ores as their raw material. Marine-based industries, these are industries that use sea and ocean products as their raw material. Forest-based industries, these are industries that use forest produce as raw material. Small scale industries, these are industries that run on little capital and infrastructure. Large scale industries, these are industries that run on large amount of capital and have a big infrastructure. Private sector industries, these are industries owned and run by an individual or group of individuals. Public sector industries, these are industries owned and run by the government. Joint sector industries, these are industries owned and run by the state as well as individuals. Cooperative sector industries, these are industries owned and operated by producers or suppliers of raw materials. Smelting, it is the process of extracting the minerals from their ores by heating beyond their melting point. Refining, it is the process of yielding the highest possible purity of metal obtained from mineral. Steel, it is an alloy of iron obtained from the iron ore. Find out the inputs, outputs and processes involved in the manufacturing of a leather shoe. Inputs: animal skin as raw material, water, human labor and transport. Output: shoe. Process: leather, washing, cleaning, tanning, cutting into different designs, sewing, polishing, packing and sent to the market for sale. Collect different types of cloth pieces from the tailor's shop and classify them under cotton, silk, synthetic and woolen. Find the raw materials used in their manufacturing. Cotton from agriculture, silk from silkworm, synthetic from petroleum products and woolen from sheep. Ahmedabad is known as Manchester of India. It is the second largest textile city in India after Mumbai. Osaka is the Manchester of Japan. The information technology sector deals in the storage, processing and distribution of information. The major hubs of IT industry are Silicon Valley in USA and Bengaluru in India.